Kebbi, Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, and Borno on insecurity matters and take immediate action to clear these terrorism in the above listed states and the country at large, eradicate food shortage in the country. The government should immediately respond to the problem of out-of-school children, which is increasing rapidly. Now, these are the major Nigerians' problem, and I'm ready to sacrifice my life, he now, not me, for the solution to them. I'm calling my fellow Nigerians to join me on this riot. You want the fellow Nigerians to join you in killing themselves? In killing themselves? Absolutely not. Like I said, these are very, important things that he has pointed out, some of the major issues bordering on our nation. And at least one of them has been answered already. The government has opened the border for a period of 150 days and, removed the taxes, the levies, and the duties on some products so that they can now come freely into the country and, mitigate the shortage of food in this part of the country. But now, I guess he has been arrested, and let me get the full report of his arrest. He has been arrested, and now he is going to face trial, I think, because suicide is a crime. So the police has arrested him in Abuja over attempted suicide. 120-meter broadcast mast, that's definitely a suicide mission. But I'd like to know what your thoughts are about that as well. Now, let's go on to Martha before we open up the phone line. So let me hear you. What is it like on the roads?
It's not easy. It's not easy. The transport is not easy.
Tell us about it. Let's hear you clearly.
Before I used to pay from Masaka to Irawan. I used to pay 500,
go close
400.
To them. Yeah.
But now it's 700, 800.
Okay.
To Irawan.
Okay, from 400, 500.
Yes.
To 700.
Sometimes 300. So
okay.
Now it's 700, 800 to Irawan.
Okay, so when did this happen? Is it like this week thing or?
Yes, today.
Today?
Yes.
Wow. So how much will it take you, to come here and go back every day?
Because I'm from Uke to Masaka, from Masaka to Irawan, from Irawan
that's quite
to
far.
Karadumawa.
That's how much?
Like 3,000.
To go and come?
No.
You have to come, yeah.
To come, not to go back home.
Go close to it so that we can hear you. Yes. Just to come, yes. 3,000. Then to go back again, you spend another 3,000.
Yes.
Which is approximately 6,000.
Yes, I'm not even adding my feeding inside.
You want to still add feeding on top of this money? You want to add feeding?
Yes, then you eat now.
Okay. That's. Anyways, guys, that's about it. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's hear what your own experiences are. I don't know. The price will increase somehow because of the situation of the fuel queues, but I mean from 300 to 700 is quite exorbitant. Let's hear you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right. Do call us back, and the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation is 090-7353-0044 or 09087668888. Remember, you can leave us a message on WhatsApp, and we'll be more than ready to attend to on 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Salasi.
Salasi, good morning to you.
Honestly, when this lady is saying, but I just feel the pain of Nigeria. What Nigerians are going through. Matter, this is the country that have crude, but they can't refine even 1 liter of a crude oil. Just imagine spending 6,000. You are not talking about food. And to eat food now, the plate is about 1,500. That's 1,000 from 1,000 to 1,500. And if you have to eat 3 times in a day, how much are you going to spend in a whole day?
Yeah.
Then to talk of a week. Then to talk of in 4 weeks. That is so alarming. And I want to, but I won't get that guy to commit suicide though. Because and it's God that will decide to take this life when it God free to take my life. And why will I commit suicide? Yes, everybody knows that there's insecurity, there's hardship in town, but that doesn't warrant someone to take his life. honestly, something needs to be done. What is done about the transportation sector in Abuja? We're supposed to have a train that is applying from here to Jersey, another one from here to Abadi, another one from here to Suleja, to Sabonwute Axis. But we don't have that. And I hope something needs to be done about that. Don't come to the issue of this FCC. I don't know who is taking care of the primary education. Master, I made mention of that last week, that I've been to Baba. In fact, that school is well fenced, but the children are sitting for ground. They are sitting for ground. We are talking of conducive learning environment. These children are sitting for ground. I don't know whether it's Ahmad Chairman or the FCC minister who is in charge of local education. I think it's Ahmad that's supposed to go to that over and see what I see that day. In fact, that day I feel like shedding tears. These are children going home, going to school, but coming back, that are looking so dirty. So honestly, something needs to be done about this whole issue. It's so painful. And I pray that my sister will get support. God will help us. And we will survive by the presence of God. I don't want to be a wailer. I want to be an encourager. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Salasi. I think that's a good approach to life. He doesn't want to be a wailer. He wants to be an encourager. Hello, good morning. Whatever that means. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Good morning.
Good morning. This was out of the town for some time.
Oh, okay. So it's good to have you back.
Thank you very much.
All right. So talk to us.
Mata, I want to talk about the man who attempted suicide yesterday that was rescued. Apart from him, I'm not encouraging suicide anyway, because suicide has never been the answer. But however, the situation of the country has really pushed a lot of people today. I can tell you they are just walking cops because of the situation of the country. And what this man is fighting for, I think, is the responsibility of the labor. If we actually have a functionary labor that is working, all his demands, I think this is what labor should have looked into. And everything he said in that note, none of them is out of place. Just like my brother who just called you, Talasiabi. Yeah, point true. Look at children going to school. Most of the schools don't even have a sitting environment. They don't have chairs. Children are still sitting in the floor as at this 21st century in the city center here in Abuja. Look at the deplorable state of our tertiary institution, and nobody is talking anything about it. And the government are not ready to do anything. Look at the fuel scarcity we have. I traveled. There are some states that are still selling below what Abuja is buying, and there is no fuel queue. So why is it that in Abuja we keep on having this crisis every time, all the time? And when the president wants to travel, you see them shut down the whole station along the airport road and clear everybody so that they will think that everything is well. Nobody is saying the truth. Nigeria is just sitting at the keg of a gunpowder. Look at how things is every day by day. Things are going on the outside. Okay, look at it. Look at what your guest you had in the studio said. How much he paid for transportation. Mata, tell me, how much do you think will be the salary of this person, and how much will be take home? Added with house rent and every other responsibilities, how would ordinary Nigeria survive? And this is a country whereby we have politicians looting money in their billions, and nobody is saying anything. Is this how to run a country? How are we going to survive by it? And now the police, according to the news, have arrested the man. For what? Arrest him for what?
No, suicide is a crime. Suicide is a crime, right? There are ways to go about your demand, right?
Is the government, is it not even crime on the part of the government to deny the citizens what should be their right? Is it not their crime? What are we talking about? Is it not a crime? When you cannot, even the little thing that, even the one that nature gives you, they deny it from you. Is it not a crime? Which crime is bigger than that one? When you're talking about people committing crime, I don't even see anybody committing crime more than the ones that our government are committing. So who is fooling who here? Although, thank God for those who went to rescue him. Like I said before, suicide has never been the option. Yeah. But then, that is to tell you the extent at which it has gotten in this country. There are a lot of people like that. What a mathematics. I don't want to go.
All right. Thank you so much. I understand the point where you're coming from, but just to make it clear, yes, suicide is currently it's a criminal offense in Nigeria under the country's penal code. I think section 327 of the Criminal Code Act says whoever attempts to commit suicide shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with a fine, or with both a fine and a term. So it's a crime. So he is going to have to face that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yep.
Calling from Abuja.
All right, it's good to have you join us. Talk to me.
Me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I want to comment on the program going on now. I can say that the people have started taking their lives because of the hardship. But the thing is that you should know that everybody has different approach to the situation. Now that do this thing, they don't do it because he wants to die. He said, what I heard the court says that he wants to sacrifice himself. That's what makes government to do something. Because this was up to the people have been complaining and people didn't want to do anything. And she was the person that single-handedly helped Jonathan when Jonathan did it. So it's because he's not responding, because people have been complaining, he's not responding. That is why people are so many people that have killed themselves. People are because they kept the public thing. You know how many people that have done this kind of thing this man is affecting them. And he says he wants to do it to sacrifice himself. If that was the main government here to be understand. So it's not as if it's not the solution. Killing yourself is because you don't own that life. You go that only. He's talking about government that is not listening. Because human being himself fought Jonathan because of the same subsidy. And these years that he was preparing himself, he didn't go to look at a solution, how to try to address the impact of this subsidy before removing it. And now people are lamenting that he did it and he's not doing anything. Do you understand? So I say that the police will look at it from the perspective of this man's mindset, that if people remain let him die for the nation to be free, that he can do it. Not that he really wants to understand it. So it is about government listening to the people. That's the problem of the people.
All right.
This of this hardship, people spending money and feel like doing things that are not supposed to be done. People are complaining. Do you understand? So this is the angle I'm looking at it from. God help us in this country.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that contribution there. It has gotten to the point where people will want to take their lives. Again, I will discourage it as much as possible. I will discourage it as much as possible. But let's keep it on. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Martha. Unfortunately, Martha, like I always say, the reality on ground does not suggest that extreme, poverty. I'm sure you go around, Martha, you go every weekend. So the question would be, who are those occupying funds for the beer parlor, the service apartments, the hotels, the nightclubs? I mean, are they aliens? I'm not disputing that there's no hardship. I'm saying the reality on ground does not suggest the extreme poverty that people are preaching. And I've said it 1,000 times. My people in Kogi, Mopamura, speaking of Mopamura local government, they are living very well. None of them is hungry because they are producing what they are eating. We need to understand, the economic impact of you living in Ibra. You're living in the FCT, Federal Capital Territory, for God's sake. So you cannot compare the prices of goods and services. One roasted corn in Mopamuro is still sold at 50 naira, but in Abuja they are selling it for 250. So when some of us tell you to farm what you eat, so these are the problems. When you want to lament and you want to suspend your life, complaining and lamenting and wailing and expecting the government to wave a magic wand, and then when some of us say no, in the midst of these difficulties, there's a lot of things you can do to improve your own well-being. If some of us that live in, when I was in Guaripa, I was already farming. Now I'm in Apo legislative quarters, and this is preposterous. At the end of the day, this order might just be the tip of the iceberg. The government can even declare free duties and tax on food importation for 5 years and flood the market until we go back to subsistence farming. Kaduna has shown that one of the major reasons why there is shortage and inflation in food production is not security. Kaduna was the most security challenged state in the entire north. In 2022-2023, despite that insecurity, Kaduna was the largest producer of ginger and means that security. Top 5 largest producer of four major agro commodities like maize, sorghum, and others. So what does it tell you? It tells you that our food insecurity is not only attached to insecurity alone, but people no longer want to farm until we return to farming and grow the basic things we eat and stop condemning, stop talking down little solutions that people want to focus on the problem. You continue to go hungry. In fact, this might just be the beginning.
All right.
Know what you eat and reduce the lamentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alaming, for that contribution. It says, farm what you eat and reduce the lamentation. Now, okay, let's take this and then I'll take this message. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Tell us your name, please, and where you're calling from.
Yeah. My name is Pius, calling from airport.
All right, Pius, let me hear you.
I just want to talk about the fuel issue.
All right.
Yeah, like the way the country is now, like the way I see it, like now, this hardship even worse than the COVID-19. Like COVID-19.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, like the everywhere now shit, and the worst part now is fuel that caused all the whole things in Nigeria. Even during time of February and COVID-19, the things were still moving better than now. Like yesterday when I was coming back from work, I bought a liter of fuel, 1,200 naira for black market, and my friend bought 12 liter, 12,000 naira. So the thing was like not funny. So and queue everywhere. So the problem of this country, what are we even going to? We don't even know. And the main problem now is our leaders should like sort out this issue of fuel. Like when they sort out the issue of fuel, things will get better because the transportation and feeding. Because the most important thing is transportation and feeding now. At least when the fuel come down to normal price, then the transport will now reduce the price. Then when the transport reduce, then things will be easy. Then the life will be easy for everyone in the street. That is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you so much.
Just help us. Just help us, I beg, so that our leaders, may them try work on this fuel issue. Our president should work on the fuel issue. When they work on the fuel issue, at least things will come back normal.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We hear you. Thank you. We need to work on it so that the subsidy, some part of me was thinking that would conclude the entire conversation of subsidy, but it's looking like it's not going anywhere because that's like the major issue we're facing right here. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us.
My name is Anthony.
All right, Anthony. It's good to have you join us. Tell me.
Please, concerning the young man who wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. Go on.
Yeah, concerning the young man who wanted to take suicide. From what I was taught in school, before somebody attempts suicide, the person may not be in the right state of mind. Hello?
Yes, go on. I can hear you.
Now, if this person, if we should stand on the ground that this person who wants to commit suicide is not in his right state of mind, I think it's the duty of the government to take the person to the hospital to revitalize him.
Okay.
I think he needs to be checked to know if actually he's in if his mental state is in order. That is one. Then the second point I want to make is this. Government depriving the citizens of their rights. I think that is also suicidal. And the police should also take drastic action in that regard too.
All right.
My third contribution concerning the young man who just spoke about farming. There are some places where insecurity has taken over the whole place. These people cannot go to farm. So how would they expect them to produce what they eat? So I think these three things should be looked at and see how they can be sorted out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I do agree with the second thing he talked about suicide. Now, there have been efforts to decriminalize suicide in Nigeria, and that's because we have moved from a point where we just think everything is a crime to where we now see we now recognize mental health issues. Before now, it didn't used to be a thing. If you talk about mental health in Nigeria, people just downplay or water down the conversation. But these days, it's now part of our system, where we're starting to move for motions to ensure that the mental health of people are put into consideration. Now, like I said, there have been efforts to decriminalize suicide, recognizing it as a public health issue rather than a criminal offense. But the Nigerian Senate has considered bills aimed at repealing the section and providing support for mental health and suicide prevention. It is important to also note that criminalizing suicide can lead to further stigma and seeking help for discouragement of seeking help for mental health issues. So there've been talks like that, but which has not been finalized. It's more of a mental health issue. But whatever the case is, he has committed the crime and the bill has not been passed yet. So he obviously will be taken to prison to face that jail term or a fine, as the Constitution states. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Okay, my name is Solomon. I'm calling you from Otago.
All right, Solomon, it's good to have you. Tell me.
Thank you so much. In other countries, when something happens like this, more especially we are talking about, first of all, they would take you to the hospital, not to arrest you.
I get it.
I don't know the problem of the forces. I don't know our problem. How can they arrest somebody that wanted to commit suicide?